classed as a legendary variant. Today guys, in this complete guide, I'll show you the location of each and give you tips and tricks on how you can actually catch these legendary super OP PALS. But before we go any further guys, I'm giving away a couple of copies of this game. To be in with a chance of winning, simply drop a like on the video, leave a comment down below, make sure you are subbed with those notifications turned on, and winners will be announced at the end of this week. Good luck everybody. Okay, so there are 4 super rare ultra legendary PALS in this game, actually considered legendary. This isn't something I've just made up. And you can see these on screen now. I've actually went out last night. It took me about 4 hours to tame and catch each and every one of them. And these are those legendary PALS. We have the Jet Dragon, which is an ultra incredible, super fast flying mount dragon who just looks unreal. Then guys, you have Frost Stallion, which again is just like some amazing looking mythical horse beast type thing, which you wouldn't want to mess with, but pretty cool. And then we have 2 PALS that are actually found in the same location. We have the Necromus, which is a dark type looking amazing, and we have Palladius, which is a neutral type, which looks even better, people. Oh yes, these are absolutely incredible. You don't want to miss these. Now these are found in specific locations on the map. They are all level 50s. You will have to come prepared. But let's get into it guys, and firstly we'll start with Jet Dragon, which is just unreal. So Jet Dragon, this dragon like flying mount is probably the best PAL in this game, considered that by many anyway. So this thing, once you capture it, becomes a mount, a flowable mount. We can actually shoot missiles off its back, and yeah, it's unbelievably fast, people, unbelievably fast, fastest in the game without a shadow of a doubt. So upon you coming to this specific area, which you can see on screen now guys, this is where he's located, you will see him, and he is such a hard tame. He's super fast, he's super powerful, so you need to come up here stacked up. It spawns in this one part of the map only, and again it is a level 50 and he hits super hard. He will also sponge a lot of damage and will require you to be kind of patient. Now the area is also hot, so bear in mind you will need that heat resistant armor. It's a must up here. Also, nothing short of legendary spheres will be good enough to catch this dude unless luck is truly on your side. I can't tell you how many times I wasted spheres on this dude, legendaries, and I just could not catch him. What I will also say guys is, when it comes to trying to catch this dude, stay away from the sides of the cliff, because for me he fell off a couple of times and died. Also people, upon you getting him to a really low health, it seems as though unless it's a bug, you only have so many attempts in capturing him, and then he will just fall dead on the floor. This happened to me a couple of times too, so yeah, just bear that in mind. It might be a bug, hopefully it's a bug and it don't happen to you, but it was definitely happening to me and truly pissing me off. Also keep in mind that Jet Dragon is a dragon type, so bringing PALS of the ice element will be best, as the dragon type PALS in the game are weak against ice element PALS. So anything you have of a high level that's ice element, bring that dude up here to fight this dude for you. Also guys, you can use rifles at a range. This may help your case. There's plenty of things to mount on top of, like odd rocks and things, where a lot of his attacks won't actually be able to get you. So if your PAL's on the floor fighting him, you can be up top with that one-shot rifle like I love, and try and take his damage down this way. But again, be warned, he's one spongy ass mofo. But yeah, for Jet Dragon and every other legendary on this list, you need to be stacked up. You need to be more or less around that 45 plus to 50 level, and you need decent PALs too, with the best of attacks. Now I won't say there is a specific requirement to get in this dude. I mean, yes, you need to be high level, yes, you need to have great PALs, but in regards to being stacked out in one particular way, that's definitely not the case, that's for sure. Okay, so we're going to move on to Frost Stallion guys. Now this awesome looking mythical horse type beast is, like all the other legendaries that we're going to cover today, is a level 50, but this one is amazing too. Now this one is located top left of the map, as you can see right here on the screen. The area is super cold, so you will need that cold resistant armor with you, otherwise you're just going to freeze to death. Again, if you plan on catching this thing, legendary spheres will definitely help you in that regard, but I think I may have caught this guy with an ultra ball instead of a legendary. I can't really remember, but you've seen that footage on screen now. So this PAL also hits very hard and will sponge a lot of damage, so you will have to be patient trying to catch this one. Now Frost Stallion is weak against fire element pals, so also bear that in mind. Fire type pals may be the difference in you catching this thing or not. Also people, if you don't bring a mounted fire pal and you plan on just releasing your pal to fight him while you attack from a different angle, there are many obstacles you can climb on and hide behind while your pal gets to work here, making this in my opinion probably the easiest legendary on this list to catch. But yeah, the Frost Stallion, a great looking mythical beast, a legendary pal that you don't want to miss out on. So do what you gotta do guys and come and catch this thing. So the final two legendary pals are actually at the same location. They're called Necromus, who is a dark type, and then we have Palworld, who is a neutral type. But both are ground mounted, so they will not actually fly around, so it makes it a little easier in that regard. But they are found in the desert region area seen on screen now. This area is extra hot, so again, coming up here, you will need that heat resistant armor as well as pals who have your back. Now what I will say is, you clearly know you need to be prepared to get these dudes, but because they both fight you at the same time, I'd actually recommend guys you coming up here towards that night time, because when it comes night time, one of these actually falls asleep, meaning you can fight one at a time. If you come in the daytime, odds are, unless you can separate them, you'll be fighting them both at the same time, which makes catching them a little harder. But if you come up at night time guys and you plan on doing this, make sure you also bring that cold resistant armor too, because it gets really cold up here also, so remember that. So you probably will be skipping in and out of that armor just to match the day and night cycle. But if you can separate them, that's probably the best way of doing it. Fighting them both at the same time is so difficult. I mean, they ain't as spongy and they don't hit as hard as the Frost Stallion and the Jet Dragon, but considering there's two here at the same time, it kind of equals out. So yes, come up at night, one of them will fall asleep. You can probably then just take one down to a low health and capture it. Then when the other wakes up, do what you gotta do there. So the pals himself, Necromus being a dark type pal, he's weak against dragon type pals, so that could really help you here. Also Palworld is weak against dark type pals, so again that also helps you out. Now don't believe there's a dark dragon type in this game. If there is, let us know down below to help other people out. But hey, you can bring 5 pals anyway, just make sure you bring a dark type and a dragon type if you have them in your possession. Now, coming up here with the intention of catching both is a goal you'll have fun trying to achieve. Trust me, it's exactly what I did. And it wasn't the easiest, it was a challenge I actually enjoyed. So yes, people, do what you gotta do and come and grab these final 2 legendary pals. Also, people, do not forget that the pals I have covered today will respawn like after a day cycle in game. So if you miss out on them the first time, let's say you accidentally kill one of them or kill both of them, or they take you out, you can keep trying to capture these. There's no limit on how much they will respawn, so bear that in mind guys. But yes, there we have it. 4 amazing OP pal legendary locations. Come and get these things, people. I have got a funny feeling in a future update maybe they will make these a little more difficult. I think at current time you can stack up quite easily early on. I say early on, you ain't getting these unless you're like a level 40 plus, but you can stack yourself up fairly easy, probably easier than they want. So yeah, there may be a buff coming to these soon. So yeah, look out for that. So get these while you can guys. But there we have it. Guys, if you did enjoy the video, leaving a like really helps out. If you like what you see and want to see more, be sure to subscribe. And hopefully my beautiful people, I will see you on that next one.